Let's talk about something most men never truly understand. They think attraction is some magic spark, something that either happens instantly or doesn't happen at all. They believe if a woman says, "I'm not interested," that it's the end of the road. But there's the truth. Attraction doesn't work like that. Attraction is not a fixed thing. It's not permanent. It's not written in stone. Attraction is flexible. It's emotional. It's built on how she feels when she's around you. And that means even if she's not interested right now, it can change if you know what you're doing. The real question is, do you understand the signs? Do you understand what makes her brain wake up and start noticing you differently? That's the wisdom I'm about to share with you. Women are emotional creatures, and that is not an insult. It's simply how they are wired. A woman doesn't sit down and create a checklist like a computer program. Shadow Sensei, he's tall. He's rich. He's handsome. Okay, I like him. Number. She feels attraction based on energy, presence, and how you carry yourself. A man who is desperate, needy, always chasing, and begging for her attention kills attraction. But a man who stands strong, focuses on his life, and still shows confidence around her without ring too hard, that man makes her curious. And curiosity is the first step toward attraction. Most men fail because they confuse interest with approval. They think if they make her comfortable, agree with her all the time, and never challenge her, she will suddenly fall for them. But the opposite happens. She places them in the friend zone, in the safe box, in the he's not exciting category. But when you know how to read the signs and create the right energy, she cannot put you in that box. Instead, she starts looking at you differently. She starts noticing your presence, your silence, your self-control. That's when the shift begins. This is why you must understand that attraction is not about chasing. It's about positioning. It's about creating value within yourself, showing discipline, having goals, and moving in life with confidence. Even if she's not interested right now, the way you carry yourself can flip that switch. And once she starts noticing these signs, she will begin to see you not just as another man, but as the man she wants to be around. Confidence is the first magneton. Confidence is the first magnet. If you want to attract any woman, even when she is not interested at first, the very first thing you need to understand is this. Confidence is the real magnet. Women are naturally drawn to confidence. Same way fire is drawn to oxygen. Without it, there's no spark. And here's the funny thing. Confidence has nothing to do with being the best looking guy in the room, the richest, or the tallest. It has everything to do with how you carry yourself, how you speak, and how you believe in your own worth. A woman can sense confidence the moment you walk into a room. She feels it in your energy, in your body language, and in your tone. And if you lack it, she feels that too. Now, most men make the mistake of faking confidence. They try too hard. They act loud, arrogant, or overly aggressive to prove they are confident. But women can smell fake confidence from a mile away. Real confidence doesn't need to scream. Real confidence is calm. It's steady. It's an able. It's the way you stand without slouching. It's the way you look her in the eyes without fear. It's the way you speak slowly and clearly instead of rushing your words. Real confidence is when you don't feel the need to impress her because you already know your value. That's the kind-off energy that makes her stop and look twice. Here's the truth. If she's not interested right now, one of the fast ways to flip that is by showing confidence in your own lane. Don't try to change her mind with words. Show it with your presence. Focus on your goals. Walk with purpose. Talk with certainty, and when you do give her attention, don't make it look like you're desperate for her approval. Give it like a man who has options, who is complete with or without her. This creates mystery. And mystery fuels attraction. Remember this. Women are not impressed by men who beg for validation. They are impressed by men who validate themselves. A man who respects himself, who believes in himself, who doesn't flinch under pressure, that man automatically becomes attractive. Event of the woman who once thought she wasn't interested. 2. Mystery creates security. Mystery creates curiosity if confidence is the magnet. The mystery is the spark that keeps her attention. Think about it. When something is fully known, when there are no surprises left, the human brain loses interest. That's how we work. We get bored of what feels predictable. Women are no different. When you lay out your whole life in front of her, when you tell her everything about yourself too soon, when you make yourself too available, she loses curiosity. And when curiosity dies, attraction fades. On the other hand, when she feels like there's something about you she can't quite figure out, she becomes intrigued. That intrigue makes her mind keep coming back to you. Most men ruin this part without even realizing it. They overshare. They talk too much. They reveal all their secrets, emotions, and intentions within the first few interactions. Why? Because they're desperate to be understood. But here's the problem. If she already knows everything about you, what reason does she have to think about you later? None. Mystery is what keeps her mind working when you're not around. Mystery is what makes her replay conversations in her head trying to figure you out. And when her brain is working on you, attraction is growing. So, how do you create mystery? Simple. Don't be an open book right away. Speak with confidence, but leave some things unsaid. Show her parts of your life, but don't reveal the whole picture. Share stories, but not every detail. And most importantly, live a life outside of her. Let her see that you have goals, passions, and things you are committed to that don't revolve around her. When she notices that she doesn't fully know you, she will naturally want to know more. That curiosity slowly turns into attraction. Here's the truth. A man who is predictable is forgettable. But a man who carries a little mystery is unforgettable. Women are naturally drawn to puzzles. And if you become one, she won't ignore AO. Even if she wasn't interested at first, mystery plants a seed in her mind. She will start wondering, who is she really? What is he hiding? Why does she not need me the way others do? And that questioning is the first step toward emotional attachment. 3. Emotional control is power. One of the emotional control is power's strongest ways to attract a woman, even if she isn't interested right now, is to show emotional control. Most men don't realize this, but women constantly test men without even meaning to. They'll say things to see how you react. They'll pull back to see if you chase. They'll get cold to see if you lose your temper. And here's where most guys fail. They let their emotions take control. They get upset. They beg. They over-explain. Or they try to force her to like them. The moment you lose emotional control, you lose respect in her eyes. Why? Because women are attracted to strength. And strength is not just muscles or money. True strength is the ability to remain calm under pressure. It's the ability to stay centered when things don't go your way. When you can look her in the eye and stay unshaken, even when she's acting distant, she feels your power, and power attracts. Think of it this way. If a woman pulls away and you instantly chase her, what message are you sending? You're saying she controls you. You're saying her approval is more important than your self-respect. But when she pulls away and you remain calm, when you don't panic, when you continue focusing on your life without chasing, you show that you are not controlled by her mood. That makes her curious. That makes her rethink. That makes her wonder why you are so solid when other men fall apart. Here's the truth. Emotional control separates the men she uses for attention from the men she desires. A man who is calm, patient, and in control of himself shows that he is rare. Shows that he cannot be manipulated. And when a woman feels she cannot easily control you, she respects you more. And respect is the foundation of attraction. So if she's not interested in you right now, the best move is not to beg or argue. The best move is to stay calm, stay focused, and show her that your emotions are not for sale. This alone shifts the dynamic because while most men lose themselves trying to win her over, you stand tall, and that difference makes you unforgettable. Value yourself first. Here's the truth many men never value yourself first. Learn. If you don't value yourself, no woman will. Attraction starts from how you see yourself. Too many men think the way to win a woman over is to put her on a pedestal, treat her like a queen, and make her the center of their world. But there's the harsh reality. When you treat her like she's above you, she will eventually treat you like you're beneath her. Why? Because people respond to how you value yourself. If you show her that your world revolves around her, she see that you don't have much else going on in your life. And nothing kills attraction faster than a man who has no self-worth outside of a woman. When you value yourself, you send a different message. You show that you're a man with standards. You are a man with boundaries. You are a man who respects his time, his energy, and his goals. And women notice this instantly, even if she wasn't interested at first. When she sees you carry yourself with pride, when she sees you demand respect be the way you move in life, her mind shifts. Suddenly, you're not just another man trying to get her attention. You're the man who doesn't beg for it. That difference makes you stand out. Most men give their best energy to women who aren't even invested in them. They sacrifice their time, money, and self-respect just to keep her around. But when you flip the script and focus on valuing yourself first, you make her come to you. She starts to wonder why you don't chase her like everyone else does. She starts to ask herself why your approval feels harder to get. And that is where attraction begins. Here's the truth. A woman can only respect a man who respects himself. If you let her walk all over you, she may use you, but she will never desire you. But if you show her that you live by your own rules, that you protect your energy, that you only give your time to those who truly deserve it, you become rare. And rare men are always attractive. So remember this, the more you value yourself, the more she will value you. Even if she's not interested now, your self-worth can make her see out in a way she never did before. 5. Stop chasing. Start leading. Stop chasing. Start leading. One of the biggest mistakes men make when a woman isn't interested is chasing her. They send too many texts. They call too often. They try to prove their worth throughout effort, thinking persistence will change her mind. But the reality is simple. The more you chase, the faster she runs. Chasing shows that you need her. Leading shows that she needs you, and women are not naturally drawn to followers. They are drawn to leaders. When you stop chasing and start leading, you shift the balance of power. Instead of trying to fit into her life, you'll create a life so strong, so purposeful that she wants to fit into yours. This is the difference most men never understand. A man who chases is like everyone else, predictable, desperate, replaceable. But a man who leads stands out. He makes decisions. He has direction. He knows where he's going with or without her. That energy is magnetic. Think about it. Leadership isn't about controlling her. It's about controlling yourself. It's about guiding your own path with confidence and vision. When you walk into a room, people can feel it. When you talk, people listen because you speak with certainty. And when you interact with her, she feels that you are not seeking her approval. You're simply inviting her into your world. That difference makes her look at you in a whole new light. Most women aren't impressed by the man who bends his life to please them. They are impressed by the man who has a life so strong that she wants to be a part of it. And here's the secret. When you stop chasing, you automatically become more attractive. Why? Because scarcity creates value. If you're not always available, if you're in it always chasing, she starts to wonder we. She starts to think about you more. She starts to realize that your attention is rare, and what is rare eyes away is more valuable. So if she's not interested right now, don't chase her. Lead your own life with clarity, purpose, and strength. Show her that you're moving forward no matter what. And if she wants to join, fine. If not, you're still unstoppable. That mindset alone makes you the man she cannot ignore. 6. Consistency builds trust. Consistency builds trust if you want to attract any woman. Ever known who isn't interested at first? You must understand the power of consistency. Attraction isn't just about the first impression. It's about what she notices over time. Anyone can act confident for a few minutes. Anyone can play mysterious for a day. But real strength shows when your character stays solid week after week. And that's where most men fail. They start strong, but then they slip. They try to impress her at the beginning, then their energy fades. They promise things they don't follow through on. They say they're focused on their goals, but then they get distracted. Women notice these small cracks. And the very time you break your consistency, you break her trust. And without trust, there can never be attraction. Here's the truth. Consistency proves value. If you say you're disciplined, life disciplined. If you say you're chasing goals, then let her see your progress. If you say you're not desperate for her, then don't fold the moment she tests you. Women admire men who do what they say, who walk their talk, and who don't break character just because of pressure or temptation. This is what separates a man she overlooks from a man she respects. And respect always comes before desire. Consistency also builds emotional safety. Even if she's not interested in you right now, when she sees you as reliable, stable, and grounded, her brain starts to associate you with strength. And that matters because women are wired to be drawn to men they can trust. It's not about always being perfect. It's about being the same solid version of yourself in every situation. Not too high, not too low, not begging when she pulls away, not arrogant when she comes closer, just steady, just unshaken. Just think about it like this. A man who is unpredictable in a weak way creates stress. A man who is predictable in a strong way creates attraction. If you are consistent with your actions, your discipline, and your self-respect, she cannot ignore you. Over time, she starts to see you as rare because most men break. Rare because most men fake. Rare because you'll keep showing who you are without collapsing. And when she feels that strength, even disinterest can turn into admiration and admiration into desire. 7. Purpose is the ultimate. Purpose is the ultimate. Attraction. The final and most powerful way to attract a woman, even one who isn't interested at first, is to live with purpose. Purpose is bigger than confidence, bigger than mystery, bigger than looks or money. Purpose is the fire that drives you, the reason you wake up in the morning, the vision that keeps you moving forward, even when life gets hard. A man with purpose is magnetic because he doesn't live for approval. He doesn't live for attention, and he doesn't live for women. He lives for something higher, and that makes him stand out. Here's the truth. Women are not naturally attracted to men who wander aimlessly through life. A man without direction looks lost. And no woman wants to follow someone who doesn't know where he's going. But when you have a mission, when you're building something, chasing something, or striving towards something bigger than yourself, she feels that energy. She sees that you're not just existing, you're leading. And leadership rooted in purpose is irresistible. Even if she isn't interested right now, purpose has power to change her perception. Why? Because it proves that you are not dependent on her for happiness. It shows that you are not begging for her to fill your emptiness. You already have fulfillment from your goals. And she becomes curious about that. Women want to be around men who are going somewhere, men who are building something, men who stand for something, Purpose makes you rare because most men today are distracted, lazy, or living for the weekend. But you become the exception. And here's the beauty of her pose. It makes rejection meaningless. When your life is about growth, success, and legacy, you don't collapse just because one woman says no. You keep moving. You keep building. And that strength alone makes her wonder why her opinion doesn't control you. That curiosity slowly plants the seed of attraction. So remember this, women didn't fall for men who need them, they fall for men who inspire them. And inspiration only comes from living with purpose. If you have that fire in your life, you won't just attract women, you'll attract opportunities, respect, and success. And once she sees that, even if she was cold at first, she won't be able to ignore you anymore. Conclusion. So here's the truth. Most men never roughly grasp. Attraction is not something you beg for. It's something you create. Even if a woman isn't interested in you right now, that doesn't mean the door is closed forever. It just means she hasn't felt the energy that makes her curious, the presence that makes her respect you, or the strength that makes her see you differently. Every point we've covered, confidence, mystery, emotional control, self-value, leadership, consistency, and purpose is part of the formula. Alone, each one has power. Together, they transform you into the kind of man no woman can easily ignore. Think about it. Confidence shows her you believe in yourself. Mystery keeps her mind working when you're not around. Emotional control proves you cannot be shaken. Valuing yourself makes her see your worth. Leading instead of chasing shifts the power. Consistency builds trust. And purpose ties it all together, making you unstoppable with or without her. This is blueprint. This is how a man turns indifference into attraction. Not through chasing, not through begging, not through playing games, but by becoming the kind of man women naturally respect and desire. The mistake most men make is focusing too much on her and not now on themselves. They waste energy trying to convince a woman to like them instead of becoming the man she can't help but notice. But the secret is simple. When you focus on building yourself, attraction takes care of itself. When you live with strength, discipline, and purpose, women feel fate energy even if they try to deny it. And eventually, curiosity becomes respect and respect becomes attraction. So, if she's not interested in you now, don't panic, don't beg, and don't lose yourself trying to win her over. Focus on these signs, master these qualities, and watch how the story changes, because the truth is, women don't fall for men who chase them. They fall for men who inspire them, who challenge them, who lead them. And if you become a fat man, her lack of interest won't last forever. You'll not only attract her, but you'll also attract the life you've always wanted. Remember this, attraction isn't about tricks, it's about transformation. And the moment you transform yourself into a man of value, everything else begins to fall into